Begin with the sound of Om 3 times to attract divine attention. Fix your mind on God alone. Rest your thoughts in God alone. And in God you will live hereafter. Of this there is no doubt. May all beings everywhere be happy and free from suffering, and enjoy this practice through our senses. May we acquire a strong desire for liberation from pain and suffering, and may we cherish no ill feelings against each other. So now let's come to standing. Okay, so let's start off with charging breathing. Bring the feet about 10 inches apart. Bring the arms up high, and on the inhale, we're going to bring the earth's energy right up through the body, right up to the fingertips. Holding the energy at the fingertips, hold the breath and the attention there. Exhale all the way back down to the soles of the feet. Inhale, bring energy up again, all the way up through the body. Visualize its rise with ascent. Then hold the breath at the fingertips, suspend the breath. Exhale down. Last time, inhale all the way up through the body. Holding the breath and the attention at the fingertips. Exhale down. And release. Now let's continue with the exercises. From here on in, watch the body moving. Roll the head in circles. Shoulders down away from the ears. And then switch the direction of rotation. Good. Now from here we're going to incorporate some breathing, vigorous breathing with our breathing in order to help promote release of toxins. Inhale, exhale, and up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Inhale straight up, exhale, pull down. Continue. And now in front of the chest, exhale, pull back. And release. And now arm swings. And release. Bring the arms across the chest now. Throw them back on the exhale. Alternate the cross each time. And release. Bring the arms up overhead now and exhale. Lower the body down. Last one. Just stay hanging down. And then roll your way back up. Next one, raise your arms up over the head. Inhale. Exhale, come to a squat. You only need to come down as far as you feel comfortable for the knees. And back up. Now we're going to pull the arms out to the sides, height to the shoulders, and twist from side to side. And return. The next one. 4 movements. Inhale, swing the arms up. Exhale, down into a squat. Inhale, straight back up. Exhale, swing the arms down. Let's do it together. Now, bring the arms out in front. This starting position on the exhale. Inhale, circle around in the opposite backward sense. Exhale, pull in and punch right back out. It's like a recoil effect. And down. Next one, starting in a down position by the sides of the body. Almost the same thing. Circle all the way around and end in front. Exhale, pull in, and then drop the arms down. And then drop the arms back down. We're now going to spread the feet a little bit further so the toes are beyond the edges of the mat. Left arm up, inhale, reach up, bend to the right, right arm up, inhale, bend to the left, and continue. And back to center. Now the next one is almost the same, the breathing's a little bit different. Raise your arm up on the inhale, go as far as you can, hold the breath on the, as you bend, and exhale, release. Right arm up, inhale, carry yourself all the way as far as you can, then hold on as you come to the deepest point, and release, continue. Lose yourself in the sensations. Nice deep stretch to the upper side of the body without reclining the underside if possible at the waist. Imagine all bodies experiencing this through your own. Make the experience as beneficial as possible. Think about what you're transmitting. All the advantages, all the health benefits and the wellness, and not pain nor anxiety. Last one. And release. Let's now come down onto the hands and knees for cat-cow. On the inhale, push the belly, stretch the front of the body. Exhale, stretch the back body. Inhale, push the chest forward away from the seat. Exhale, push the heart right up between the shoulder blades, rounding the back. Inhale, make sure you don't jam up the back of the neck or the lower back. Exhale. Inhale, stretch the belly skin. Exhale, stretch the back skin. Feel the shoulder blades coming away from one another. Inhale. The shoulder blades fall towards another. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Activate the core muscles, work them hard to generate heat. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now, right leg comes up on the inhale. Exhale, swing out to the right. Loosen up the hip. And then the other leg. Left leg up, and then swing it to the left. And release. Now we're going to come onto the belly. Working the upper back muscles. Few choice, join the hands behind the back, anchor down to the lower body. Inhale, lift the chest up off the ground. Exhale, down, up, down. Engage the buttocks, up, down, and the shoulder blades, squeeze them together as you come up and down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, and down. Relax, breathe in. Exhale, drop all the fatigue out of the body. Next exercise, pull the arms in front. Two options. You can lift the legs and the arms at the same time and lower them down. Or if you have a little bit more, feel like you have the power to do so, lift the legs down, and lift the chest. So don't use your hands so much to propel your body. Use the momentum of the legs and hips coming down, the movement of the lower body. Let's go 10 times. Forehead on the hands, breathe in, breathe out. Hands underneath the shoulders, push up into table, all the way back into child's pose, the seat behind the heels. Next one has 4 movements. Inhale, come up into high cat. Exhale, drop the hips between your hands, push the chest forward, shoulders back, cobra, back into high cat. And the inhale, exhale, pull the seat all the way back behind the heels and continue. Up, forward, back up, and back. Up, forward, up, and back. Up, forward, up, and back. Lengthen, just go back, up, forward, up, and back. Try not to incur any big folds across the lower back as you do your cobra. And then back up. Norna back to the neck and back. Up. Forward, hips to the hands. Back up. And return to child's. Up. Forward. Up. Back. Up. Forward. Up. Back. Let's do 2 more. Up. Forward. Up. And back. Up. Round the back. And forward. Arch. Back up. And then back. Take a moment here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Soften. Next exercise, pulling our way through into cobra. So push the elbows out to the side, propel your body forward between your arms, come smoothly up into cobra. Hold it there. And hold the breath, exhale all the way back. Alternative entry, come up from above. On the inhale, press the hips to your hands flat on the ground and hold the breath on the cobra. Exhale, return. So do the entry that's suitable for your condition. Come forward now, inhale. Hold. And back. And again. Inhale. Hold it. And return. Brush your nose to the ground as you come forward. Rise up gracefully and smoothly. Exhale back. Inhale. Scoop all the way forward. And return. Again. Come forward. Inhale. Rise up. And return. Inhale. And return. Inhale. Lose yourself in the sensations. And back. Inhale. And back. Again, inhale. Use your arms to power to make your body move with power and with fluidity, and back. One last time, inhale. Suspend the breath. Return. Rest in child's pose for a moment. Breathe in. Breathe out. Soften everything. And now come back onto the belly and flip over onto your back. Doing tucks now. Inhale, lengthen the body, pull the arms over the head, push up through the heels, exhale. Push the thighs into the chest, the forehead or the chin to the knees. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze the legs to the body. Inhale, stretch. Hold out the navel, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, stretch the body out long. Hold the breath this time as you tuck. Push the lower back into the mat. Squeeze your body tight. Release. Exhale. Inhale again, extend. Now hold and tuck in. Release. Inhale. And make the body as compact as possible. Release. Exhale. Inhale. And tuck. Hold the breath. Release. Inhale. And tuck. release. Inhale and tuck. Release. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, tuck. Release one last time. Inhale, stretch and tuck. Hold the breath and release. Now relax. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to swing the legs over the head. Bring the legs down and then bring the body up and then pull the body over the legs. So you can use the moments of the legs coming down. You don't have to wait till the feet are down to come up if it makes it easier. However, if you're stronger, keep your feet down. Bring your feet down before you come up. And so let's continue. Move smoothly as possible. No jerky motions. You don't have to bring the feet all the way behind your head. Move according to your condition. Continuous rolling action. Let's do two more. And last time. Need to come up, bring the head again, need to plow. Bend the knees. As the legs coming down, plant the feet and come right back up. Okay, so now we're going to continue to warm us through Namaskara. So come to the top of the mat when you're ready. Stand at the top of the mat, close the eyes. Remember to keep offering up the fruits of the practice so that all beings benefit from it. Do this practice as though it were your divine duty. Let's move together as one to stay in the collective mind. Reach the arms up over the head. Come down into forward fold, chest against the thighs, hands down, bend your knees if you need to, do your hands on the ground. Then the right foot steps back, lower the knee, raise the chest, bring the head up. Come into high plank, lower down, knees, chest, forehead down, and glide through between the arms. Come back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Lift the seat up and back. Then the right foot steps forward to the hands. If that was difficult, lower the knee first. Move the foot forward with the hands if it doesn't make it all the way to the hands. Then the feet come together, chest on the thighs, head down. Come up. Hands back to the heart. And reach up and back again. Go down. Breathe in a way that feels natural to you, that allows the body to move freely and fluidly. Feet together, lower down, knees, chest, forehead. Glide between the arms. And back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. And then left foot steps forward to the hands. Feet together, chest on the thighs, bow to the legs. Come all the way up to standing. Hands back to the heart. And reach up again. Get a sense of fluidity and flow in the practice to keep the breathing steady and uniform. Right foot back. Lower down the knee, shoulders back, into the plank, down we go. Ashtanga Namaskara, right forward into Cobra, and back into Adho Mukha Svanasana, note the heart. Right foot steps forward to the hands quietly, feet come together. Gesture of humbleness as you bow down, head close to the ground. Come up, Hands back to the heart. And reach up again. Go down. Left foot back. Into the plank. Down we go. And right through into the cobra. Back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Left foot steps forward. Right foot joins. Pull the body down against the legs. Again, bend the knees as much as you need to. Come up and back. And return. Adding on. Engage the buttocks, the upper back as you arch back. And then come down into forward fold. Right foot back into a lunge. Raise the arms up over the head. Reach the arms up high. And then bring the hands back down. Step back into plank. Lower down knees, chest, forehead. Glide right into the cobra. Back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. And then the right foot steps forward to the hands again. Again, bring your arms up over the head. Make a crescent moon shape with your body. Bring your hands down. Step the feet back together. Chest onto the thighs. From here, join the hands behind the back. Extend to the crown. And keep pushing the body against the legs as you descend the head down towards the ground. Use the body to push the legs back. Then release the hands. Bring them over the head. Arch back. Hands back to the heart. Reach up again. Watch the body moving by itself gracefully. Left foot back. Lower the knee down. Flatten out the toes. Reach the arms up. Stretch the body out of the hips. And bring the hands back down. Step back into plank. Ashtanga Namaskara. Glide forward into the cobra. Smoothly as can be. And reach back. The hips all the way back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Left foot now forward, back knee down. Reach the arms up, pull the body by the hips. And bring the hands back down. Pull the right foot in to meet the left. Bend the knees, chest on the thighs. Join the hands, extend to the crown, and dive down deeply. Forehead to the shins, arms over the head. Release your arms, come all the way up to standing. And hands back to the heart. And one more. Reach the arms up. One more variation. Go down. From here, lift the chest, shoulders over the fingertips. Push into your hands. And then lift up a little bit, the heels, and glide back or walk back, hovering just above the ground into chaturanga. And then up into upward facing dog. Lift the hips up away from the ground, chest forward, head back. Make like you're howling at the moon. Slide your toes a little bit forward by pressing into your hands. Hips come between the hands. Push the chest forward again. Open up through the heart in every sense. Now push into your hands, roll over the toes, back into downward facing dog. Here, take a few moments to just push the chest towards the earth. Allow the head to drop below the shoulders. Just melt the heart towards the ground, belly towards the thighs. Lift the heels, bend the knees, look between your hands. Bring your feet there, hopping or walking. Pull the body down onto the sides again, push the legs back. Straighten the legs if you can. If you have flexibility, and then come all the way up to standing. Hips forward as you reach back home. One more like that. Reach the arms over the head, stretch the whole front of the body. Come forward and down. Now get ready to come back, shoulders over the fingertips, push into the hands into the earth hard, and back into chaturanga, hopping or walking. Through to upward facing dog. Pull the shoulders back, the chest as wide as possible, the hips as close as possible, in line with your hips, in line with your hands. Roll over the toes, back into downward facing dog. Always, of course, moving according to your condition. Make like a dog stretching its back, and exhibit the loyalty of the dog to its master.
Now lift the heels, bend the knees, look between your hands. Spring or walk forward. Pull the body down onto the legs, head down. Come all the way to standing. Arch back. Bring the hands back to the heart. Take pause here for a moment. Breathe in. As you exhale, let go of all attachments to the results and all expectations. Release. Let's do standing poses now, balancing poses. Standing on your left foot first. Pick up the right heel and then see if you can take it out to the side by straightening the leg. If you can't straighten the leg, you can just hold on to the knee. If you're more flexible, you can try to lean a little bit to the left to get the leg up higher. So the toes and the fingertips are roughly at the same height. Good. Now if you're feeling strong, let go of the foot, but try not to drop the foot in appreciable height. Engage the leg muscles. And slowly keep the leg, bring the leg down, keep the leg engaged the whole time. Back into mountain pose, and then start again. Bring the left heel up, hold it from the inside, and take it out to the side. Try to get as much extension as possible, and perhaps if you have the flexibility, height as well. Lean a little bit to the right, keep your gaze steady. Whatever happens, be unconcerned. Just keep trying. If you fall out of the pose, it's the effort that counts. And again, engage leg muscles firmly if you want to release the foot so it doesn't drop too much. Try to keep it real floating at the same height. And slowly pull it back down. Release. Okay, so we're coming to the back end of the mat for the sequence. Warrior 3, maybe moving to toppling tree. Bring the arms up over the head. Imagine it's a sword that you're brandishing. And then step the left foot forward, hinge forward. Head about the height of the hips. Make your body straight like this, like an arrow. If you need, you can take your arms out to the side. Might help with balance. Feel as though you're lying on the table. If you want to go further, you can swim your arms back, join the hands, interlace the fingers. Go down a little bit further with the belly against the thigh, but then pull the chest up a little bit so that your back curves a little bit more, your body. Bring the right foot up higher if you can. And from here, bend the standing leg and come back up. Try it on the other foot now. Return to the back end of the mat. Bring your arms up high. Now embody the consciousness of a warrior, the strength, the determination, and the power. And come forward. Try to have the fingertips and the foot on the same line. Straight lines. Tune your intentions. Offering protection, service to those who are under your care. Reach back if you like. Interlace the fingers, open up the palms. Toppling tree. Feel as though you're falling a little bit towards the toes. But then pull the chest forward. Bring your arms a little bit further up if you can. And now get ready to come back up. And release. Good. Now from here, face the long edge, turn so your face is the long edge out of the long edge of the mat. Index fingers together. Tips of the index fingers, height to the shoulders. Hop your feet apart. And then turn to the left, Virabhadrasana 2. Sink down to the seat, come forward a little bit, get nice and low if you can. If you can sweep your right arm down and touch the ground with the fingertips, ideally that's the height you want. Parshvakonasana, Uttita Parshvakonasana. You can rest the left forearm on the front leg, right arm over the head, spin the chest up. If you have more flexibility, take your left hand to the ground, either on the outside or inside of the foot. Push the knee into the shoulder either way. Get lots of length here. From here, bring the right hand down, spin forward, back knee down. Hips are facing forward, sink the shoulders, press into the front knee, lift up through the chest, drop the head back. Keep feeling as though you're trying to pull your body up out of the hips so your lower back doesn't get all crunched up. And then you can take the arms up into Kapiyasana. Wiggle your shoulders back and forward, try to get the arms alongside or behind the ears. Stretch it out. If you know the variations, advanced practitioners, go ahead. Offer up the best that you can. Inhale, come back upright. Plant your hands on the front knee and then push your way up. Left foot slides in a little bit, bend the toes under and the back foot. Raise your right arm up. And then take the outside of the front knee, left hand comes to the seat, push into seat and pull down. Look over your left shoulder, lean back a little bit if you can, and see if you can take your left hand to the outside of the heel that's behind you. Push the lower back up and in, lift the chest, and as you exhale, turn a little bit more to the left. Shoulders in line with the long edge of the mat. If you want to go further, come forward. Reach the right arm up. Sukha Parivrita Parshvakonasana. Elbows the outside of the thigh, anchoring the arm in place, the leg in place with your right shoulder, and then the left hand comes to the right hand. Pull the left hip back, extend to the crown, and then roll the left shoulder back. Try to get your chest to look right up. Look over your back shoulder. If you want, you can try to come into bind, push. Use the left hand to push on the elbow so the hand comes underneath the leg. Left arm comes over the back and you hold it from underneath with your left hand. If you want, you can bend the toes under also. Lift the back knee up off the ground. Spin the chest up again. Push through the back heel to stay strong through the back, in the stance. And release. Bring the back knee down. From here, bring your hands to the inside of the left foot. Move the left foot out a little bit. Rock back and forth. Push off the toes. And then bring the knee back the heel back all the way. Lower the knee down, flatten out the toes. Now see if you can sink your hips and your left side of the seat down towards the ground. Like you're doing a cobra. Push the front of the hip down. If you can, roll to the right. Maybe the right forearm comes down. Roll to the left. Perhaps the left forearm will come down as well. Keep on telescoping the chest forward. Don't lose the cobra consciousness, that movement. Be very flexible. Maybe your chest will come right down, your left shoulder on top of the left foot. Be like a lizard. Try not to blink. Imitate the lizard to the fullest extent possible. Good. Now from here, come back onto the hands. And from here, bend the toes under on the right foot. Now you can either scoot your right knee in and slide your left foot back, coming into modified side plank. We'll do this with you. See? So from here, you bend toes under, walk your hands in, and then the right hip over the right knee, come into modified side plank. You can do this, or keep pushing with your hand, and just slip your right foot underneath the left. Vasisthasana. Push your hips forward, keep your hips high. Make like you're a kite being blown from behind by the wind. If you want, you can raise the left leg up. You can take out the variations if you know them. Take hold of the knee, take hold of the foot, whatever you like to do. Return back into downward facing dog. Push the hips back, inhale, exhale, soften. Now step the left foot between the hands, spin on your feet, facing the long edge of the mat. Arms out to the side and come up again, wide angle. Then turn to the right, Virabhadrasana 2. Again, a little bit forward in your stance to get a little bit of sense of direction and leadership, forward movement. Again, swing your left arm down, see if your fingertips will touch the ground. Utthita Parsvakonasana. Taking this form here, pull the left shoulder back, turn the left side of the body up, or your hand to the ground. Reach out, stretch your line. Make the pose as beautiful as possible. Imagine in your mind, and then allow the breath to take you there to the fullest extent possible. Good. Now take your left hand down, spin forward, back knee down. Inhale, come upright, sink the seat right forward. Try to get your hips right down, close to the front heel. Push into the front knee and take your head back. Pull the body out of the hips. Reach the arms up, use the arms to pull the body further, even more. And then go back into your Kapiyasana. Drop the shoulders, feel the shoulder blades sinking down the back. No folds across the lower back. Remember, pull the body up, curl the tail under. And then come back upright. Push into the front knee. Walk the right foot in so legs are more like a box. Left hand up. And then take it to the outside of the knee. Right hand can stay on the sacrum. Lean back. Bend the toes under the back foot to make it possible, perhaps, when you lean back, to push the right hand against the outside of the heel. Inhale, lift up through the lower of the chest. Turn to the right. Push against the knee, push against the foot as you do this. Give yourself a little bit of counter twist or resistance. You may stay here or move into Parivritta Parsvakonasana. Left arm up and then go all the way to the right. Left shoulder anchors the leg in place. Hands get at the heart, or right fist in the left hand. Pull the body up, belly's higher than the thigh, and then roll the right shoulder all the way back. Lengthen from the base of the spine right up to the head. Try to get your chest to look straight up. Again, if you know other variations, go ahead. You can take a bind if you know it, or take the left foot up off the left knee up off the ground. Push into the push back through that left heel. Each inhale, get longer. Stay strong. Release. Bring the left knee down and bring your hands to the inside of the front foot. Move the right foot out a little bit. Push back and forth a few times off the roots of the toes. Push back one more time through the left heel. Lower the knee, flatten out the toes.
Just sink through the front of the hip and the right side of the seat first. Descend the shoulders, and here you can roll to the left, see if the left form can come right down, and then maybe the right form as well. Roll back to the right. And maybe with the lengthening, you'll come closer to the ground, and perhaps eventually the chest will come right down. Keep your gaze fixed like a lizard. Feel like a lizard sunning itself on the warm earth. And then come back onto your hands, place them where the elbows were. Bounce the left knee in, right foot moves all the way back behind the knee. And either modified Vasisthasana or push into your left hand, keep your hips high and slip your left foot underneath the right. Push your hips forward. Stretch the front of the body. Make sure you don't collapse into your shoulder. Keep your left arm fully extended. If you want to take other variations, go ahead. Flip your hips and chest up a little bit. Make sure the left foot is flat to the ground, the base of the big toe. Take the knee, maybe take even the foot if you have the reach. And then come back down gracefully. Back into downward facing dog. Breathe in, breathe out, soften. Step the right foot between the hands. Spin on your feet, facing along the edge of the mat. Arms out to the side and come up. Good. Now from here, place your hands on the seat. I'm going to do it this way so you can see a little bit more. Pull the heels in a little bit. You might need to walk your feet closer to be comfortable. Pull the seat down and push in at the same time. Bring the head back. You can keep your hands on the seat. Again, try to aim at getting your chest higher away from the seat. If you can, slide your hands down the backs of the legs. Maybe grip underneath the knees, just below the knees. Roll the thighs outwards, roll the shins inwards, and push the hips forward. Try to straighten the legs a little bit more. If you're more flexible, you can keep walking your hands down. Some of you might be able to come right down to the heels. Now if your hands are on the backs of the legs, walk your hands back one at a time onto your seat. Push into the seat, pull down at the same time. Lead with the heart to come back up. And bring the hands to the heart. Good. Now from here, breathe from the heart up to the space between the eyebrows. Exhale back down to the heart. Remain established in divine love and continue making the practice an active devotion. And from here, jump your feet back together. Mountain pose. Be strong and formidable and unmovable like a mountain. Now from here, hands down on the ground, bend forward and bring the knees down. Coming into a squat here. I'll do it this way. A couple ways. So push the backs of the arms into the knees, the toes pointing out, and push the wrists down so they're about the height of the elbows. Bring your shoulders back and the tail down and under. Now from here, bring your hands down. Keep squeezing the arms, the legs against the arms. Lift up off the heels. And lean your weight into the arms, the upper arms, and then see if you can flick your toes up, maybe even just one foot. Pull your toes away from the ground. Those of you who are comfortable can push into your hand, tuck your chin in, and bring the forehead down. Come right into teddy bear. If it feels too much, you can also just bring your knees down between your hands, heels your palms, bring your forehead down, and then lift the seat. And stay in teddy bear here. You want with the toes on the ground or toes flipped up so that they're not on the ground, hovering just above the ground.
Of course, if you want to go further, come right up into your headstand. You can split your legs to make it more steady. One foot behind, always pushing back through the base of the toes so you can stay in balance and don't fall forward. Just keep on playing with the position to find the balance. Of course, if you feel comfortable, you can bring your legs straight up. You can come into your lotus if you like. Keep steady, watch the body and your mind. Keep thinking, I am you, you are me, I am that I am, in whatever form you're in, that you find the ease when you tap into his consciousness. Make it your guru so it whispers its secrets to you. Getting ready to come down, depending where you are. If you're more advanced or professional, as Dharma says, if you have a lotus, you can keep your lotus and land your legs on tops of the arms and come into lotus crow again. So pull the feet down, push into your hands, lift your head. You can also do this from a regular crow. Or you can just land your feet, your knees back onto the elbows, bring the toes down. And now we're going to come down. Lower them down. Sink your seats back onto your heels, child's pose. Breathe in. Breathe out. Soften everything. And roll back up. Find your way onto your back. Rest for a moment. Breathe in. Breathe out. Bring your feet in, close to the seat. You might be able to touch your ankles with your fingertips. Arms pressing into the sides, into the mat beside the body. Lift your hips. And then tuck your shoulders under so that the arms come underneath the body. Push your chest towards the chin. Curl the tail under. You can use your hands to tilt your hips forward so that your lower back is not jammed up. And try to lift up as much as possible so that the backs and knees are over the heels. So if you're down low, your knees are more over your toes. So try to push it back so that the fronts and knees are just in line with the fronts, where the feet join onto the legs. Feeling comfortable here, those, the entrance, can bring your hands onto your seat, walk your elbows in a little bit, your fingers are facing towards the backs of the knees. Lift one leg up. If you feel comfortable here, keep pushing your hands in the up your arms. Engage your left leg, your core, and bring your other leg to meet it, and then if you keep on pushing into your back, you can make your way right into shoulder stance. Otherwise, you stay in bridge, or with the left leg up straight. You can lift your right heel up to give you more height if you like. Those of you in shoulder stand, stay there. Keep your attention on the space between your eyebrows. Same with those who are in whatever other pose. Keep your attention on the space between your eyebrows. If you have your left leg up, switch. Bring your left foot down and bring your right leg up. Again, you can stay in bridge, always according to your condition. Those of you in the shoulder stand can go into plow pose. Bring your feet over your head. Those of you in bridge, if you like, or the right leg up, bring your leg down, stay in bridge, or you can roll your seat down, and if you know how to get into plow from here, go ahead. Just press into your ground again, and then bring your legs over your head and behind your head. Otherwise, again, stay in bridge. hips over the shoulders. Keep your tension between your eyebrows. Getting ready to come into fish. Bring your hands behind your back, your thumbs close to one another, your palms down, and just start to roll your way down. Keep your legs close to the body and try to come down softly. No big, fast, hard landings. Those who are in bridge pose can just bring your hands, keep your hands there but palms flat, and just bring your seat down to sit on your hands. Your hands are underneath the seat. Now from here, tuck your shoulders under again, move your elbows closer, slide your hands further down towards your feet, push into your lower arms, lift the chest, bring the top of the head down onto the ground for fish pose. If you're feeling strong, raise your legs up 12 inches off the mat, breathe very fast. You can keep your legs on the ground if you like, keep breathing of course. Lower the legs down, come out of the pose. Breathe in, breathe out. Raise your arms over the head. Inhale, stretch and come to sit. You can roll onto your side if you need to. Paschimottanasana. Bend your knees a little bit if you need to. Slide the feet in, raise your arms up, and then pull the body down onto the legs. You can hug the backs, the legs to the body, wrapping arms around underneath the legs. Push your chest forward. If you have more flexibility, keep pushing your heels forward until your legs are flat on the ground. Try to keep your chest with your thighs. Imagine now you try to get your chest beyond the knees, bring your attention to the base of the spine. Push the seat back, keep telescoping the chest forward. And come back up. Hands behind the back, fingers facing away, slide your heels in, and then throw your hips up, pull the thighs towards another, push the toes into the mat. Chest lifts up higher than the shoulders. Again, try not to drop into your shoulders. Lift up out of them. Or if you need to, you bring your heels in underneath your knees. And then bust your breath, bring the head back, and breathe very fast. Down. Bring the seat down, and from here, hug the legs to the body. Breathe in, breathe out softly, allow the effort to drain out. Cross your ankles, place your hands down, the knees down, and come onto your belly. Shalambhasana. Join your hands behind the back, squeeze your heels, your palms together. Then pull the shoulders back so the shoulder base engage, one against the other. Engage the buttocks and lift your legs up. Shalabhasana. Pull the top of the head forward so the back and neck doesn't get all wrinkled up and jammed up. Keep breathing, feel active. Every part of the body, feel the body singing. Now from here, lift, bring the knees, pull them up. If you can't reach the heels, don't worry about it. Just keep your feet up. Bring heels together if you can. If you can, so you can hold the ankles. And then lift the legs up higher. Right into bow pose. Keep breathing. Don't hold the breath. Look up. Maybe you can see the toes if you pull the feet high enough. If you can't, don't worry about it. Just do your best. Good. Remember, you can stay here the whole time if you like.
Release your hands if you need to. Lower down. Soften. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let go of all fatigue. Now from here, flip onto your back. Bring your knees up. Plant your feet alongside the hips, on the outside hips. Walk them out a little bit further if you can to the edges of your mat. Arms up to the side. Hands in line with the shoulders, and then drop both knees over towards the right. Imagine you're trying to touch the front of the mat, the opposite end of the mat from where your head is. And see if you can touch the front of the mat with your left knee. Anchor down to the left shoulder and stretch all along the left side of the body. Along the thigh, right to the knee. Try to keep your shoulders on the ground. Backs of the shoulders. And then from here, press into your hands, bring the knees back up to face up, and then just adjust your feet out if you need to. They start to slide in. And then bring your knees all the way over to the left. Try to form as nice long line as possible from the top of the right shoulder all the way down to the right knee. Imagine you're trying to touch the front end of the mat with your knee. Keep the underside, the lower back long, curl the tail under. And then release, bring the knees back up, slide your feet out, and bring your arms a little bit closer in. Halfway perhaps, palms facing up. And then just stay here in Shavasana. Just prepare to let go of all effort. Each exhale, let go of more tension. Feel as though you're fainting. Each exhale, feel more of the restrictions or tightness, whatever you're feeling. Just dissipates. Be completely soft. All the muscles becoming like jello. Feel as though the bones and the organs and the muscles are just floating in space within your body. Completely relax. To make yourself even more receptive to receiving all the benefits of the practice. So now feel as though you're being flooded with all the benefits that you can imagine that the practice brings. Wellness, peace of mind, radiant health, strength and flexibility, a sense of connection with all beings, having had passed through their forms. And direct that flood of incoming benefits to the highest self, which resides at the right side of the physical heart and the spiritual heart, roughly in the center of the chest. And the highest self, as I say, God, is a common thread that ties us all together, for he resides in all beings equally.
So then all these benefits, imagine them going out to all beings everywhere. Send it out to all beings, be undiscerning of who it gets sent out to. All beings are deserving of this. Love all, serve all, be one with all. Prepare to come back from Shavasana. Slowly start to become aware of the body once again, the breath, the fingers, the toes. Reconnect with your form. Reacquaint yourself and awaken it in a way that is gentle and mindful and reverent. For it is your vehicle that helps you to carry out your mission of spreading love and joy and knowledge that will help others to find relief from suffering and pain. Now prepare to come back into a seated position, moving ever so gently and quietly. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Be receptive to the divine grace within. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining. I apologize for all the misstarts, and I hope that worked. I'm not sure what's going on with my systems. But tomorrow there is a practice as well at 8:30 to 10 o'clock in place of my Saturday class that's going on because I'll be out of town. So hope to see you tomorrow again. Namaste.